good morning, or good evening, I should say. And welcome to Facing the Lion podcast. We are happy to have you. We're happy to have you here. And so we say, welcome to Vibe Talk. Friday is always a time for us to think about welling ourselves. And I'd like to start by asking you, what challenges have you faced this week? I want to say thank you for joining us. Please let us know where you're listening in from as we are live. And tonight, this is very special. This is a very special podcast tonight. So I want to say thank you for joining us. If you've never been here on Friday, this is all about facing the lion, your challenges, and we're asking the question, what challenges have you faced this week? I want to thank some people. I am thankful for the people that in this week alone have came into our podcast by liking our pages. And we're going to say a special thank you to all of them. We start out by saying, what are you thankful for? What are you all thankful for? And our Vibe Talk line is 661-503-8993. 503-8993. I want to thank you for the response of all of you. And when we come back, before we get started about the butterfly effect, inspired from this saying, take time to be a butterfly. We're going to be right back, and we're going on a commercial break. Thank you for joining us.
Feel free to be interactive and tell us your story.
Like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, YouTube, and so much more.
We're also on Facebook and Instagram.
Go give it a shot.
This by our own Trish. We thank her for that. And we want to really thank our amazing co-host Trish. Thank you for all that you do for Vibe Talk Facing the Lion. If you guys haven't had the opportunity, do us a favor. Please subscribe to our YouTube page. Check out our channel. And we are by the same name, Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. And I'm going to say some special thank yous. So get ready for that as I do that. I'm excited. We're going to be talking about the butterfly effect. So get ready for that as we do that. Okay? And we're going to do that. I'm really excited. So bear with me as we talk about that tonight. We want to say a special thank you to Shannon Rose. Shannon Rose, thank you so much. All the way from Mariana, Florida. Thank you for liking our page. Thank you, Shannon. Other thank yous as we begin. I'd like to thank Laura Sosa. Laura Sosa from California. Thank you for liking our page. Boy, there's so many people. We're so grateful for this. I'd like to say thank you to Divine Shell. Thank you. Stacy Baker. Thank you. We're so happy. There's a lot of thank yous, guys. Beatrix Kelly. Thank you for liking our Vibe Talk page. Nola Marie, thank you. All the way from Kent, Ohio. Thank you. Candy Parker, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you and your support. Laura, I hope I'm saying this right. Laura Meyer or Mayer, thank you. We appreciate you for liking our page. Ataya Robinson, thank you for liking our page. And thank you all from Milford, Ohio. Thank you. We are Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. I know I've said that before, but I'm going to say it again for emphasis. For all of those people that we mentioned, we love to mention you guys, and we are a podcast all about emotions and feelings. And we want to say thank you to Lauren San Juan. Laura San Juan. Thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you. From AV, Antelope Valley. Onisha Gator, thank you. Antelope Valley. And Gloria Yeskis, thank you. From Antelope Valley. We're always grateful for something. What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? Friday is always the end of the week, and we say Friday in that we have challenged ourselves to make it. We're so grateful. We're so grateful that we're here, and we want you guys to join us wherever we are. We're also streaming. We'll be right back. So what lions have you faced this week? Are there any lions? We also want to say thank you for our reels, our Vibe Talk reels. Our Vibe Talk reels are always inspiring and motivate you to think about it. Challenging ourselves to become something more beautiful on the inside. Perhaps you can liken yourself to a beautiful butterfly. How many of you have really taken the opportunities to look at a butterfly or have chased a butterfly? Isn't it amazing that butterflies come in all different colors? Our Creator is amazing. I'd like to read some words to you. And the words are about courage. When we think about courage, courage can come in many forms. And courage can be faced at any time. Courage. I would be lying if I said I'm fine. I think of you at least 100 times. 'Cause in the echo of my voice, I hear your words just like you're there. I still come home from a long day, so much to talk about, so much to say. I love to think that we're still making plans and conversations that'll never end. In conversations that'll never end. Courage, don't you dare fail me now. I need you to keep away the doubts. I'm staring in the face of something new. You're all I got to hold on to. So courage, don't you dare fail me now. No one to hide from the truth. I know it's out of my hands, but I won't let you go. There's no replacing the way you touched me. I still feel the rush. Sometimes it drowns me till I can't breathe, thinking it's only in our memories. But then I talk to you like I did then, in conversation that will never end. Courage, don't you dare fail me now. I need you to keep away the doubt. I'm staring in the face of something new. You're all I've got to hold on to. So courage, don't you dare fail me now. 'Cause it's not easy when you're not with me. The world of madness goes faster now, and it's a train wreck, but I won't crash yet. Long as your echoes never fades out. Courage, don't you dare fail me now. 'Cause it's not easy when you're not with me. The world of madness goes faster now, and it's a train wreck, but I won't crash. Yet long as your echo never fades out. Courage, don't you dare fail me now. How many of you need courage just to become your best self? We have at one time or another needed courage. I wonder, though, how many times we need the courage to become the butterflies, or to have the butterfly wings. When we think about butterflies, it's metaphoric for something, and we're going to find out exactly what that something is. We're going to find that out. And we're going to really appreciate something. And we have an exercise. So I want you all to stay tuned. Stay tuned to what we have in store for you. Think about this. As you think about your life and having the courage to be who you are when you are. We're going to talk about the butterfly effect. Be right back. We'll be right back. Stay tuned to Vibe Talk Facing the Lion. We'll be right back. So the butterfly effect reminds us that small things matter. And when the small things matter, it shows us that even the greater things will too. We know that whatever happened today, whatever happened this week, we know that those things will affect us. But think about this. When we are small in size, we can indeed affect someone. How many times have you looked at a butterfly and you were affected by its beauty? Your beauty to be able to change and influence. Change and influence. When we see a butterfly, don't we all feel influenced? We feel like, wow, look at that butterfly, so delicate, and yet it takes its wings and flies thousands of miles. We know that we face many challenges, just like that butterfly faced the challenge of becoming a caterpillar or change from a caterpillar into the butterfly, But now when we think about our challenges, how many challenges have we faced that meant change for us? Change in that one simple thing in our life has brought peace to our life. One simple change, just like that butterfly resembles peace and freedom. We know that its transformation gives us hope that there will be a butterfly. How many of you are hoping to have your butterfly wings as you go through the various challenges in your life? The transformation. Because in here you always see the butterfly effect. And how does it affect you? As you listen to this podcast, I want you to think about how it does affect you. You know, when you think about the various forms that you've been through in your life, and I call it the caterpillar transforming into a beautiful, beautiful stage in life. As you transform, you're able to learn to spread your wings because you are a butterfly transforming from the caterpillar. We think about the butterfly, and that is symbolic to give us hope and courage to change something. Let me ask you another question as you challenge yourself to become that beautiful butterfly. Courage is the ability to stand up against something, stand up for something, stand up in the change of something. I say to you, stand up. When we have the courage to change or transform something in our lives, we no longer have to hold on to that keeps us from flying our wings. We gain the ability to go through the change though not easy sometimes, we choose to transform in love, with love. So let's think about this, the butterfly effect, the transformation. When the butterfly is able to leave its cocoon and emerge, when the caterpillar is able to start emerging into a butterfly, and it takes place ever so softly. New beginnings. How many of you have challenged yourself for new beginnings? Because some of us have had the harshest cocoons. How many of you identify with that? You've had a harsh life and you want to change something. You want to start over. How many of you have wanted to start anew? New beginnings. I want you to be able to take that time to get the courage to be that butterfly that takes your wings while you change who you are. I appreciate the butterfly being transformative, making transformation. When we think about our lives and the work that we do in the Vibe Talk, oh boy, do you ever feel the butterfly effect? We will be right back. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for us. We are running commercials. We're so happy to have all of these commercials. Can I just say that? We are so happy to have the commercials we have. We are more than thrilled. And there's a lot of hard work going on here. So we want you guys to sit back and enjoy our podcast as we find them. By the way, our Trisha's Treasure is all about my co-host and her having her experience. And I like that. We've added that as a regular part of our podcast because Trisha's just as much a part as I am of this. And we appreciate her. She's amazing and creative. Trisha's Treasures. Hashtag that. Trisha's Treasures. To find out. I think you'll really discover some really great things there. I'm really enjoying it and looking forward to hearing more from her. Looking forward to that. We're going to be right back as soon as I find the commercial. We'll be right back. Did you know that you could ask Google, Alexa, and Siri for Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast episodes? Try it. Go and ask Alexa, Siri, or Google. We are back. And thank you so much for joining us as we are talking about the butterfly effect and having the courage to change. So now, when you think of the butterfly, it helps you to be aware of the need to have your inner joy. Spread your wings. It also helps you, as you spread your wings, to let go of limitations. How many of you limit yourselves? Is there anybody that listens to the podcast or is listening this night and saying, I really limit myself? And if so, what are you limiting yourself from? We want you to be able to fly your wings and free yourself and be able to express who you are within. When you look upon a butterfly, you are awed at its beauty. You will have that. Stop limiting yourself from that inner beauty. When we think about how a butterfly spreads its wings and goes from one place to the next, that's a phase of life in that it has reached its highest potential as it leaves the cocoon to discover their own place in life. Caterpillars turn into butterflies. Butterflies find flowers of life. What a beautiful thing. I want you to, as the butterfly, learn the effects of self-discovery, renewing yourself, finding your potential and your beauty within. Because some of us are not satisfied with ourselves. We are not sure of how to fly our wings. How many of you have done something to discover yourself and actually liked it? Anybody? It's an exciting time when you discover new things about yourself, new things about who you are, what you like, your dislikes, your likes. We want you to be able to feel good about being you. Feel good about doing what you do best. And what is a good thing is that as you guys listen to Vibe Talk, here's what I want you to do. Discover something that you like about yourself. I want you to really think about that. We will be right back.
The Lion Podcast. Go check your favorite streaming platforms
Feel free to be interactive and tell us your
like
stories.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, YouTube, and so much more.
We're also on Facebook and Instagram.
Go give it a shot.
Did you know that Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast has one-on-one, virtually, and individual sessions just for you? We are all into our feelings with Vibe Talk sessions, and if you think you'd like a session, please contact us right here on our very own Facebook page, or you can direct connect with us 661-503-8993. Vibe Talk Facing the Lion. We are back. And thank you for joining us here at Vibe Talk Facing the Lion. You're here. Thank you so much for joining us. You know, as we look at the butterfly effect, I'd like to start out by talking about the butterfly. What's your favorite butterfly? What color? I would have to say mine is orange, which is healing, passion, aggressiveness. Red, if you like the color red, romance, passion, a powerful spirit. Or brown, bearers of important messages. Yellow is always a happy color. Yellow butterfly, happiness, joy, and creativity. Blue, joy and fortune. Wealth and prosperity for blue. There is no thing that, we don't bet our dollar that it is this, but I like to have fun with it. But here's a thought. You could create a butterfly. And we work on butterflies a lot because butterflies signify hope and freedom. When we think about the butterfly effect, how many lives have you actually really touched? Think about that. The butterfly effect and what we can learn from it. We can learn so much. We can learn so much about ourselves. What is something that you would like to challenge yourself in? Are you taking the time to challenge yourself to be better at something, to fly your wings with purpose? Who says you have to die to have wings? You can live to get your butterfly wings and learn and discover something about yourself. Tonight, if you're with me, we're going to do an exercise, and I think it's perfect because it's late. And wherever you're listening to us the world over, we want you to consider this, and I'm going to let the person speak for themselves. And this is called the butterfly effect, and it's a exercise. Let's say you're feeling stressed. How many of you feel stressed? All of us, right? Yeah. You might say, Miss Nisi, that's a question because we all feel stressed. We're going to take a moment to be just like a butterfly. We're going to do a butterfly hug. And I wish this for all of you. This is for you when you're feeling indeed stressed. Sorry about that. This is for all of you. You know how we say, give yourself a hug? How many of you have said that? Give yourself a hug. Well, we're going to do the butterfly. So we want you to get in a quiet room. Usually for me, I like to create a room of ambience. If you are not where you can create that, I want you to do what is called, inhaling, exhaling to prepare your heart and your mind to do some deep reflection. In Vibe Talk, I always hear other people, how they feel about themselves, but I want you to be okay with talking into yourself. Learning how to embrace yourself, because that's what you're doing here. You're going to embrace yourself by doing the butterfly hug. So if you're at home, I'd like for you to take a moment. In here we do reflection, self-reflection. I don't want you to empty out your mind, but I want you to come to a calmness. And I want you to take a few moments and feel like you want to be free of stress. So take a few moments as we calm ourselves down. Breathe in. Breathe out. And this is going to be a 3-minute exercise. I'm going to turn it over to the speaker here that knows how to do it best. So let's get ready as we calm down on this Friday evening. Let's challenge ourselves to get rid of any stress that we are feeling momentarily. You ready? Let's begin.
The butterfly hug. You can do it with crossing your thumbs and hands in front of you and alternating here. If it's more comfortable to just tap on the shoulders, you're welcome to do that. And if that's not quite comfortable, feel free to go ahead and put your hands on your knees or your legs and you can tap.
Crossing your hands
This is a wonderful, wonderful
on your
practice
chest.
because you can take this anywhere. So whether it be at the office to help just bring down that intensity of emotion for a moment, whether it be at home, whether it be before bed, this is really, really beneficial and whenever you need to get that emotion down a bit. So for those who like, you're welcome to join me. If it's more comfortable just to watch me, you're welcome to. You can also close your eyes, and so whatever's going to be best and most comfortable for you. So let's go and get started. And let's go and get started by...
So what you're going to do is cross your hands like a butterfly's wings on your chest. Or you can close your eyes and close your eyes while you do this. Or even calm yourself by petting your knees. This is going to be the butterfly effect. And I want to hear from you guys. Let me know how you felt about the butterfly hug.
Just finding where it's most comfortable for us. Just kind of experiment. Does this feel good here? Does this feel good here? Or on your knees? So take a moment to find that. When you find that place, let's go and get started with just a deep breath in. So taking a deep breath in. When you reach the top, hold for just a moment. And then exhaling. Just let it come out, just natural as can be. And then just slowly start tapping. Just alternating sides, alternating the taps, knowing that whatever you choose is a-okay. If you'd like, you're also welcome to add a positive affirmation to this. It may be I am loved. It could be I can do this. It may be I am in a secure and safe place. Whatever seems to fit for what your need is right now. Feel just add that in. Just repeat it to yourself in your head. And just remembering to keep tapping for as long as it's comfortable. If you need to go a little harder, you're welcome to. If it needs to be gentle. Again, just experimenting to see what fits for you right now. And you're welcome to do that. And go as short or as long as till you feel just a little bit calmer or till you feel that it's good enough for today. So again, just breathing in and out and just tapping. Tapping for as long as you'd like. And then, whenever you're ready, when you've hit that spot that feels A-okay or good enough, go ahead and just pause there for a moment. Just letting your hands rest, letting your body rest. And if you'd like, you can feel free to take one more deep breath in, holding for just a moment, and then when you're ready, exhaling, just letting the air flow out all natural, and just whatever comes. That's a butterfly hug. Thanks, everyone.
So thank you guys. So everyone get that? Your butterfly hug. You're going to crisscross your arms as if you have butterfly wings. Give yourself butterfly wings by doing that butterfly hug. How many of you felt that? And keep doing that as it calms you down. We're going to really talk about that. So we'll be right back as I want you to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We'll be right back. Stay with us here at Vibe Talk Facing the Lion.
It's weird called Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. Go check your favorite streaming platforms
Feel free to be interactive and tell us your
like
stories.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, YouTube, and so much more.
We're also on Facebook and Instagram.
Go give it a shot. 'Cause we're called Vibe Talk Facing the Lion.
We're back. And thank you for joining us on this night for Facing the Lion. We are back. And we're so happy to be here. We are so happy to be here. So why challenge yourself to be beautiful like the butterfly? There's a saying, I don't know if you've all heard it, if nothing ever changed, there'd be no butterfly. How many of you hope to change something? And if so, what are you hoping to change at this moment in your life? With a little help from the right people, you can do a lot of work to be better than you were the day before. I talk to a lot of clients. A lot of clients I've talked to. And what I'm hoping for them is that they find their wings, their butterfly wings, and know that the butterfly is a sense of hope and freedom. And that they'll be able to use the tools from Vibe Talk Facing the Lion to be able to emerge into the beautiful selves and be able to leave the darkness of the cocoons that sometimes we feel comfortable being there. When we think about the butterfly in our mental health, we know that the butterfly has breakthroughs, has transformation from that caterpillar. Every butterfly that you have ever laid your eyes on has emerged from the darkest place in life. And I want to talk to you. Pull up your chair or wherever you are. If you're in a dark place or you know of someone that's in a dark place, they too can heal. They can express their emotions, because every butterfly represents emerging from the dark, a dark place. That's why I like to talk about the butterfly effect, because look at what butterflies do. They have a purpose. Take your time to become that butterfly. Take your time to be able to affect someone in the positive way, starting with yourself, giving yourself breakthroughs. I love this quote by Maya Angelou. We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. See, because we say, here I have the orange butterfly, because the orange butterfly is a lot like me. A lot like me. I love orange. But what did that butterfly go through before it became stunning in all its beauty? It had to come from a dark place to be rooted in foundation as bright and beautiful. There's always a purpose for the butterfly. We think about transformation when it comes to our mental and emotional health. Do you want to emerge? And for those of you who are listening to this right now, this is in no way saying don't get help, because we are a support. I am a wellness coach, life coach, but I help people to think about their choices in life. Wherever your dark place is right now, I want you to be able to think about your new beginnings and how real they are. It can happen. It is possible. You must tell yourself that. Each person that is listening to this podcast this evening can emerge from a dark place and recover in whatever your challenges are, because we all have them. I'm going to say that again. Each person that is listening at this very moment can emerge from dark places, just like the butterfly emerges from their cocoons. And what do? They start to fly their wings, and they're able to reach new heights in their lives, new heights, new depths, feeling like they have never felt before. We want to realize that the butterfly effect is all about challenging ourselves to be able to talk about mindset, things that have wounded us, Because those things that have wounded us are not there to keep us stuck, but it's there to help us help someone else. We all go through various forms of transformation. I want you, by means of this podcast, to re-listen to it. And if you have something that is challenging you to get to the stage of the butterfly, we want to hear you. We have individual sessions. We have group sessions. We are right now, as I said, in my town, which is High Desert Antelope Valley. We're looking for person-to-person. We will still have virtual, because we can have virtual anytime, but I want to have a space for people to come into, because I think that this is important. Your mental and emotional health is important. We want you to realize that the butterfly signifies hope and courage. We want you to realize that though very small, the butterfly can and will give you hope. So our question tonight is, what challenges have you faced this week? You can write it in the box. You can even text us, even after we're off air. Guess what? You can hear us on stream and even answer the question on stream. We're streaming everywhere. So if you want to hear us, if you have questions, if you want a one-on-one, we are here for you. As a wrap-up for finally Friday, facing your lions in becoming that butterfly. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Go check your favorite streaming platforms.
Feel free to be interactive and tell us your
Like
stories.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, YouTube, and so much more.
We're also on Facebook and Instagram.
Go give it a shot.
I hope that you've all enjoyed tonight's Finally Friday on taking the time to challenge yourself to be the butterfly that you are, signifying hope and knowing that you have the courage to change your life and transform yourself from the darkest place to learning and discovering that you are something significant and purposeful. Even if you feel like you are the smallest, you know, you're not smaller than an ant, but yet ants are purposeful in that they're busy. They're annoying, but they serve a purpose. You're much more superior than that, but that's a whole nother podcast. The question that we ask during the week is this question as our wrap up for our podcast for the day. is what did you learn and discover about yourself during this podcast? And how did it make you feel? I'd like to take the time to reflect on what I've learned and discovered. And that is that I am possible. Why, if a caterpillar can change from the darkest place without even knowing that it's about to become a beautiful butterfly that's able to now fly. If the butterfly can do that, surely I can do much more. The metaphor of a butterfly represents hope and courage. And the words that I read tonight were by the song Courage by Celine Dion. If you love her music, go check out the song Courage. I want to hear what you all think about the podcast. And I want to thank you all for joining me on this Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. If you feel like you want to call in, you can always call in when we're live. You can call in when we're streaming, because I realize that a lot of us are on different time zones. We are always able to be connected on our Vibe Talk Direct Connect at 661-503-8993. You can also leave us a voicemail and text us. We want to thank you sincerely from the bottom of our heart. My co-host and I, thank you. Our page is growing. We are looking for group. We are able to have group virtually wherever you are. And if you will think that you would like to have that group, all you have to do is send us a message. You can text us for more information. Saturday night is all about us talking on our Instagram page. If you're not familiar with our Instagram page and you're following us, go follow our Instagram page as well. That way you won't miss a beat from Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. It's a little different page, but it's the same thought. We are doing live there. And we're going to be talking about different subjects as we do here. But it'll be another kind of thing. And I want to tell you, we want the demographic of men to show up here too. Because men are important too. They have stress. They have things that bother them emotionally and mentally. And we want them to feel unafraid. To be able to face their lions. Facing your lions is all about challenges. I want to say thank you for joining me here tonight. Remember that we do have one-on-one. And thank you for supporting our commercials. We have more coming up. And if you like this podcast, go ahead. If you have heard it, let us know where you are from. Because we listen to you guys. We hear you guys. And we have a support for you. Find and follow us on YouTube, AMP. We are on Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, and listen to our podcast. Thank you for joining us. I hope you all have a safe week. If you're doing something inspiring, or if you're doing something that you just want to tell somebody about, go ahead, text us. And for those of you that we gave a shout out to say thank you for noticing us, thank you, and more thank yous. And we love to let people know that you're now part of our Vibe Talk family. We're so appreciative. Join us on Saturday night. We don't have a specific time. Watch for our lives and jump on with us on Instagram. It's by the same name. We're going to be live tomorrow evening, and we want to hear your input. We also want to hear your story. September the 26th, we're going to celebrate life and music of Miss Olivia Newton-John. Love her music. We're going to be talking about her for the whole podcast, July 26th. Join us right here for that. And when you hear our podcast, let us know where you're from. Please and thank you. Have an amazing weekend. If you've got something that you want to share, we want to help you face your lions, good or challenging. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. And we are done. Thank you so much.